Love, respect. It's the thought process. Be hello, hi. It's the thought process. Be always be yourself. I am Nigel. Love, respect, and I say that respectfully. No, it's the thought process. Be hi. Always be yourself with no malicious intention. I say that respectfully. They said you're whack. You're going to you and nobody. They said you're whack. You're going to you and nobody. It was quick to stereotype because you're LGBTQ community. Here's the thought process for me. Because of your sexual orientation. Regardless if you're big, small, at the end of the day, blue, purple, or green. They didn't want you to show up for yourself like your best self, vision of yourself. They wanted to dim your light. All because you chose you to better yourself, to understand at the end of the day, you know how to treat yourself right, regardless of what storm you're going through. They swear up and down at the end of the day. We think we better than somebody, but that's not the case. We are all just human, just like the next person at the end of the day. No, it's the thought process. Hold on, let me take that back. Because we all may not be human. It's the thought process, man. Wow. The lack of self-awareness that that innocent person didn't have that day. You try to discourage them to truly see them frown only because of the fact that they chose themselves to truly go within that held the trauma and pain. It's certain individuals that had trauma and pain endured them from a child point of view and it went into their adulthood. But they allowed themselves to choose themselves, to better themselves, to understand at the end of the day, I'm going the right direction when I choose myself to understand my faith. I couldn't get discouraged by your lies or whatever you was projecting on me at the end of the day. Because God was truly showing me my way, allowing me to believe in my faith, to realize at the end of the day I was going the right direction, allowing me to smile, to go within. I could recognize at the end of the day my dreams became my reality. Truly finding peace within. Something that you got mad about. You put me in secret competition because I was able to recognize my smile. And the first thing you say is, oh, you dyke, you lesbian, you this, you that. Oh, you think you got a law that's going to protect you, so I'm going to curse you out anyway. Hold on 1 second, ma'am, sir. Pump your brakes. You're doing too much. You just sat there and antagonized an innocent person just to get a reaction for likes and views, let alone clout chasing. Only to realize you only disturbed your own peace. Only to realize, damn, you made a bad mistake. Would you want somebody to disrespect your moms, your pops, or your sister at the end of the day, regardless of their sexual orientation? It really be the thought process to me. You jackass, I hope you find peace in your own lane. It really be the thought process to me. Especially an innocent person, regardless of their sexual orientation. It shouldn't matter at the end of the day if you're not related or not at the end of the day. It's called respect, neighbor, stay in your lane. It really be the thought process for me. How certain individuals would target a certain group of people, and then they paint this picture at the end of the day that we also dysfunctional. No, it's a thought process because that's not the case, jackass. Wow. You wanted me to disturb my peace. Or because I was allowing me to love me. I know how it feels at the end of the day to have folks overlook me. I know how it feels to be disrespected. Yeah, discrimination was so real. Someone put their hands on me one day when I was just minding my business. And they didn't know how to chill, to have self-control. I was dead ass wrong when I called 9910. No, I wasn't. I didn't make a mistake because I was minding my business. Everybody saw what happened. They felt so bad, like, hold on, I will make a statement. This is the type of stuff that that happens in society that people be quick to run and talk about at the end of the day, but don't even have the actual right math. It be the thought process for me. Stop the violence. Regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, or your disability, or your age, it really be the thought process for me. My content is not for everybody. They quick to say, oh, how because of your sexual orientation, you're nobody. You think you better than somebody, but that was never the case. Or because they painted this picture of a certain group of people that they allowed to do malicious things to when it come to children. But we are all not the same at the end of the day. Because if we was able to show up for them babies, it would have been an issue. No, it's a thought process. Are you crazy, you jackass? Because we are all not the same. No, respectfully. My content is not for everybody. It's not. But it's sad and disturbing to see how they would go against a group of people who are truly human, who have a heart at the end of the day that's set up different. Regardless, at the end of the day, they like the same sex or not at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. All that negative energy, pain and trauma, drama, We all don't show up that way, and I say that respectfully. Regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age, respect is a two-way street, neighbor, but you have malicious intentions. My content is not for everybody. A loving mother, a loving father, they didn't know how to raise a child at the end of the day, but they still showed up for that baby. To see them smile, not to see them frown. They had to protect that baby at all costs. They found out that baby, they found out that baby liked the same sex at the end of the day. They was a little in disbelief, but they said, hey, I got your back. I got your back. I want you to be happy, not mentally unstable. Dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, I can't let you go that route because at the end of the day, you gotta love who loves you back with no malicious intentions. That energy is different. As long as you're happy at the end of the day, you will always bring that smile to your parents' face at the end of the day. When you choose yourself to better yourself, to realize at the end of the day that God didn't make a mistake. My content is not for everybody. True love is not manipulation, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. But then you have certain folks who would never understand at the end of the day why their child chose the same sex. They psyched them out their freedom, their pockets, their eyesight. It was truly bad communication. No, that child wasn't rude or disrespectful at the end of the day because of their sexual orientation. Somebody just didn't understand at the end of the day that they couldn't see their child the same. But that's okay. Because a child love for their parent, they will always have it. But sometimes it's going to be one-sided because the math ain't going to add up at the end of the day when a parent love turns into hate. Damn. Once that parent loves turn into hate, they going to regret that mistake. Because once their child is gone at the end of the day, things will never be the same. Because they're going to say they made a mistake. I should have just loved my baby as they was. I ain't got to accept them for who they was, but I could still love my baby at the end of the day. That's what they forgot to mention. My content is not for everybody. You have certain people, folks, at the end of the day, that they never heard I love you. Some people were just so used to being abandoned, abused, and emotionally, verbally abused. All because they chose themselves to better themselves regardless of their culture, their religion, their sexual orientation, their disability, or their age. You'd be so surprised what someone is dealing with when it comes to pain. They may not look like what they've been through, but they ain't got to wear a mask at the end of the day to be themselves. That was the issue. Being their authentic self, expressing themselves at the end of the day, they didn't have malicious intentions because we are all not the same projecting these games. That the enemy said was the norm, and it was never the norm because God did not make us that way. God did not create us to kick each other down, destroy each other, have malicious intentions, sex when they throw parts, they freedom, their pockets, or their eyesight. That was the enemy's calling. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. Always be your authentic self with no malicious intentions. Don't hide who you are because someone judged you, stereotyped you, told you at the end of the day that's not allowed for you to love. Be yourself. You're not hurting nobody. And you don't have malicious intentions. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. My content is not for everybody. It's not. Peace and respect, self-respect your neighbor. Stop the violence, humanity, you're worthy. Here's the thought process. Me always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I am Nigel, your love, respect. I am the original owner of all of my content. Thank you for your time. Here's the thought process. Me have a good day. Be yourself. It's the thought process to me. Being a copycat, you go for sure when it comes to common sense, and that's being real. You can't keep up with God is always in somebody. No, respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Thank you for your time to the genuine ones only. I gotta go. I need a nap. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.